got brakes? Your flight controls? Your flight controls. And touch brakes. Brakes are good? Okay. Let's go ahead and make a left turn out of here. There you go. And then this is all blocked off, so we have to go to our other area up here.
Good.
And that whole ramp over there is where we're going to do our run-up.
Right.
This is a free movement area here, so meaning we don't need to talk to ground control right now. Anytime we start crossing hold short lines, we do need to start talking to ground control. But right now we can taxi over, run up without talking to anybody. And you can just cut straight.
Okay.
Birds move, the skunks don't. I got stuck on a taxi with a skunk for a couple minutes.
Wow.
He was just walking right down the line, the center line there. So what we'll do is we typically want to point the airplane into the wind. So we go to the right, and then we'll go down, and then circle around and stop up over there, and sort of swing it into the wind. There you go. Perfect. Get our brakes set. Put our brakes on. Alright. So engine started before taxi's done. Alright, so pre-taxi, so let's get our ATIS. So 126.3. And it's on COM 2, so we're
runway 46,000 foot distance remaining sign not lit. Pass weather information available for detecting United States on High Western Flight Service frequencies. Advise you have information on Foxtrot. Lexington Bluegrass information of Foxtrot 1554 Zulu, wind 310 at 4. Visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 25, 2.12, altimeter 3013. Visual approach in use. Heading departing runway 4. Approaches are being conducted to converging runways. Caution, bird advisories are in effect. Notice the airman taxi off at center. Markings between taxi off at 2 and taxi off not standard. Runway 22 end identifier lights out of service. Runway 22 1,000 foot distance remaining sign not lit. Runway 4 6,000 foot distance remaining sign not lit. Pass weather information available for detecting United States from High Western Flight Service frequencies. Advise you have information on Foxtrot.
Alright.
Lexington Bluegrass information of Foxtrot 1554 Zulu, wind 310 at 4. Visibility 10.
So we can just switch that over to 121.9, which is our ground. Alright.
Okay.
So ATIS is received. Now we got to set our altimeter. So altimeter was
3013.
3013. We're within 75 feet of our field elevation, so we're good there. Bring that back up. I keep about 1100 or so.
Okay.
Alright, that's it. We've only got one altimeter gauge there. Alright, let's set our directional gyro. So we're sitting at 295.
So I just...
Yep, so push it in and then turn it. Go.
Out there.
Go. Yep, so sitting there right at 295, so we're set there. Okay. Alright, attitude indicator set. Each side. and then back up to about 1100 RPM. Alright, good. So now, once again, let's just re-verify. Throttle's 2000, engine instruments are in the green, oil pressure's in the green, oil temp pressure good, left and right mag, we're good, cycle prop good, alternator good, enunciated panel, no errors, idle test and throttle close, so we're good to go there. Alright? So, let's go ahead and give ground control a cold call. So all I'm going to say is Diamond, or Lexington Ground Diamond 33 Sierra Yankee. And then once they respond, say 33 Sierra Yankee, we'd like to go VFR 3000 over downtown.
Lexington Ground, Diamond November 33 Sierra Yankee.
Number 33 Sierra Yankee, Lexington Ground.
Number 33 Sierra Yankee would like to do VFR over downtown at 3000.
Now he's going to give us the frequency and squawk code.
Number 3 Sierra Yankee, maintain a VFR at or below 3000. Departure frequency 120.15. Squawk 4233.
You just repeat back what he said to you.
Okay, maintain VFR at or above 3000. Departure frequency 120.3, squawk 4233, November 33 Sierra Yankee.
Number 3 Sierra Yankee, maintain a VFR at or below 3000. Departure frequencies 120.15 and squawk 4233.
VFR at or below 3000, 120.15 and 4233, 433 Sierra Yankee.
Number 3 Sierra Yankee, back correct.
That's fine, that's all part of it, but you did good. So 4233, that's our squawk code. And we don't have a bug for altimeter or heading or anything, but we've got that in. Now, let's go ahead and plug. So we're highlighted there, so 120, so use a little knob, go to 15.
Alright.
So now we've got everything set here, and for what we need to do. Let's also plug in, because we're going to go to Georgetown, 975 is the weather over at Georgetown. So we're just doing as much as we can before we're flying to alleviate the pressure once we actually are flying. Alright, so are you ready to go?
Ready to go.
Alright, so we just leave our windows open. Nick, you ready? Good. Alright, so give ground a call again. Say Diamond 33 Sierra Yankee ready to taxi on the west ramp with information Foxtrot.
Lexington Ground, Diamond 33 Sierra Yankee, ready to taxi on the west ramp with information Foxtrot.
Number 3 Sierra Yankee, runway 9er taxi via Foxtrot. Wind is 360 at the 3 and give way to the Diamond that's on Foxtrot.
Go ahead, Diamond's in sight.
Alright, runway 9 via Foxtrot, and we'll give way to the Diamond, November 33 Sierra Yankee.
Perfect.
Number 6 Sierra Yankee, did you see that information on Foxtrot?
Affirmative, we have Foxtrot, 33 Sierra Yankee.
Roger, thanks.
Perfect.
Alright, thanks.
Crossing the whole shoreline, so we've already talked around, we've got our clearance, so we can now cross this freely.
Good.
We're clear right, clear left, clear ahead, we're going left, identify Foxtrot, and we're good.
Right.
Don't cut that corner.
Okay.
Watch your wing, you always got to watch your wings now, start your turn.
Ground runway 4 taxi via Charlie Alpha. Runway 4 taxi Charlie.
slow down just a little fast on the taxi.
What speed should I be? Like 10 knots or so?
Don't even look at your or your airspeed indicator when taxiing. Just so. This is a pretty good speed. Go a little faster. Usually I like 1100 RPM, 1200 RPM. So we're coming up onto other hold short lines, so we know we can't cross those without a clearance. So we can keep going all the way up. You can see the bars, the solid bars and the broken bars. Anything broken you can cross over. Anything solid you need clearance to do that.
Okay.
So we can just take it up, and then what I like to do is just get up here so that we're not rolling onto the runway, so we don't need to necessarily cut that corner as tight, but we can just come here. Alright, and then we're going to do our final, so let's go and get our RPM back up to about 1,000. There you go. Alright, avionics and radios are set and verified. Departure brief. We rotated 59 knots, so once we get on the runway, we'll get everything straightened out. We'll slowly bring it power up. We're going to check engine instruments in the green, and then verbalize airspeed alive. 50 knots, 55, 59, rotate. And then we'll just nice and easy back and let the airplane come up into the sky. Anything happens with the engine on the runway, we're staying on the runway and we'll roll it to the end. Anything happens with the engine below 700 feet, we're going to go left or right and find the best field, probably to the left over the Kingland, find a horse farm, put us down to the horse farm. Anything above 700 feet, we'll assess a right turn back to the airport and land on a taxiway, anything like that. Any emergency, I'll take over the aircraft and handle everything from there. Alright, so then we got trims are set. Good. Mixture as required, which for here, props high RPM, flaps set to take off, pumps, lights, and transponder we're going to out. And piece down and shut. Alright, any questions?
Nope.
Okay.
You good? Yeah, we're good.
So 119.1 is our tower frequency, so we're going to go to COM 1.
Okay.
Now we're talking to tower.
Charlie Craft information, golf current, wind 330 at 5.
Alright, so now we can just call Lexington Tower, Diamond 33 Sierra Yankee, holding short runway 9.
Lexington Tower, Diamond 33 Sierra Yankee, holding short runway 9.
November 3 Sierra Yankee, Lexington Tower, runway 9, line up and wait, traffic landing, runway 4.
Line up and wait, runway 9, number 33 Sierra Yankee.
So final is clear, bases are clear, runway is clear. I see 9 on the pavement, so we're good there. Up this.
I keep wanting to do that.
No, it's fine. You want to follow lines, and that is a good habit, but we want to use as much runway as possible. Let it roll so we get our wheels straight. Alright, runway 9 is identified. Reset our gyro. Everything is set. Now we're just waiting for the call. We just sit here and wait.
Awesome. Like, how long do you want me to record? Just, you don't have to record forever. Just maybe the takeoff and landing parts. Whatever else you want to record. Oh, don't worry about it too much.
District 5071, turn right out 6, turn right on Alpha, contact ground point outer.
Probably going to release
Alpha 6, Alpha ground point 9, Lucy 5071.
Options 330, Lexington Tower, roger.
As soon as he's cleared, he's probably going to give us go. Unless he lets that jet take. There.
Yeah.
about 80 to 90 knots on the climb out. There you go.
Options 330, fly runway heading, runway 4, clear for takeoff.
Fly runway heading, runway 4, clear for takeoff.
November 3, Sierra Yankee, heading 090, contact departure.
Contact departure, heading 090, 3 Sierra Yankee.
So coming through 400 feet, we're going to go flaps up, feel the drop, pumps off, lights off, and we're going to bring our prop back to 2400 RPM.
Okay.
And then we're going to go over to departure. So Lexington departure, Diamond 33 Sierra Yankee, 1,500, climbing to 3,000.
Lexington departure, Diamond 33 Sierra Yankee, 1,500, climbing 3,000.
Let's
Diamond 33
pull back,
Sierra Yankee,
climb.
Lexington departure, radar contact, turn right on course over the city, maintain VFR.
Right on course over the city, maintain VFR, 3 Sierra Yankee.
Just nice, easy right turn.
Alright, Nick, you can stop whenever you want to, recording.
Options 330, Lexington approach, Lexington altimeter 301.
Accelerated stall looks like. Once we get low and slow, we get into positions where we can hit an accelerated stall. We don't want that. Alright, we're under 91, so go ahead and enter our next notch flaps. Good. He's way out there on that extended base. Alright, go ahead and we start rolling in. Nice and easy.
I say Georgetown traffic is on final.
Yep.
Georgetown traffic number 33 Sierra Yankee is on final for runway 3, Georgetown.
Alright, increase that. We're on 70 knots. Okay. Roll out wings level.
Are decreasing the power a little bit.
Just a little bit. A little bit more power. A little bit more. There we go. Alright, then let's just now, runway's made, power comes out. That stall horn. There we go. So I get back on center line. Now let's make taxiway Charlie here. Alright, taxiway Charlie.
On a Gulfstream 3?
Yeah, looks like it. As soon as we had cleared the bars here and he's coming in, so let's get out of his way. We'll stop and clean up the airplane. Go again. Alright. Georgetown traffic, 3 Sierra Yankee, clear runway 3, Georgetown. Alright, so now we're going to reset trim. Going to lean the mixture. Flaps up. Landing light off. Bump off. And we have cleaned up. Alright, so let's go ahead and taxi back down to runway 3. Yep. And once we get down to the end of the runway 3, we'll talk about that final approach.
Okay.
So for the most part, while the airplane's moving on the ground, very minimal talking and instruction going on. I'm going to talk to you about a few things, but it's part of ground awareness, situational awareness. When we're moving on the ground, we focus on what we're doing. That's why when we get to the end, there's now no traffic here. We'll stop, we'll talk about that, and then we'll go.
Okay.
He's flying sort of offset on the runway, so that's one we don't want to climb up into his.
Right. Flat.
All right. Runway 3 is identified. We'll get in, verify our compass, our heading indicator. All right, so what we'll do is spin runway 3, runway 3. All right, you ready?
Ready.
All right. Engine instruments are in the green. Go ahead and keep your hand on that throttle. Don't let it come down. And center line engines, airspeed's alive. 50, 55, 59. Airspeed climb a little bit. There we go. Might need a little bit more right rudder there. There you go.
Alright, and then when should I turn the crosswind?
So we're going to wait for 400 feet.
Okay.
So at my flow, we're coming up on 400 feet. Alright, my flow. We're above 70. Altimeter's climbing, positive vertical rate. We go flaps, pumps, lights, prop 2400, and then start our turn. And make a call.
Touchdown traffic, November 33 Sierra Yankee, turning left crosswind for runway 3.
We'll go up to 3,000 feet. And then downwind clear. Alright, go ahead and start your turn. Make a call.
Touchdown traffic, November 33 Sierra Yankee, turning left downwind runway 3.
Alright, as soon as we get a beam number 3 there, we can start picking up weather.
Okay.
Turning runway 4. Approaches are being conducted. Approaching runway. Airman taxi off as an eye mark. Taxi off the 2 taxi off without standard. Runway 22 end identifier lights out of service. Runway 22 without possesses remaining side outlet. Runway 46 out possesses remaining side outlet. That's what their information available. Taxi taxi out outlet.
Balloon there, good. Now we're just going to sort of.
Tower, Wisconsin 3911 on the left base 4. Wisconsin 3911, Lexington Tower. Square your base to final, runway 4, clear to land number 2 of the field, Diamond on the left base.
Alright, under 91, so here comes our next notch.
Base number 2, clear to land, Wisconsin 3911.
We're just going to keep that descent coming. We're just going to sort of make a.
Diamond 3 Sierra Yankee, turn base.
Appreciate your eggs on base. Watching, so we're on that 80 knots there. Just going to keep it coming around.
Lexington Tower, South 6003 Foxtrot with you.
Diamond 3 Sierra Yankee, an early left turn off would be appreciated.
Appreciate it, Roger.
Cessna 6203 Foxtrot, Lexington Tower, runway 4, clear to land, caution wake turbulence, regional jet on 2 mile final.
Clear land, runway 4, South 03 Foxtrot.
This is that ground effect right there.
Michelin.
Diamond 3 Sierra Yankee, first left turn available, and then contact ground 49er.
First left turn, going ground 3 Sierra Yankee.
I pulled the flaps up, and that's the aerodynamic braking there, pulling that elevator back, so we're putting as much as we can in, and we get off
Diamond
here.
3 Sierra Yankee, no delay.
No delay, 3 Sierra Yankee. In there? Alright, go to the ground. Lexington ground, Diamond 33 Sierra Yankee, Bravo 4 for the west ramp.
Diamond 3 Sierra Yankee, Lexington ground, taxi to the west ramp via Bravo Golf Foxtrot.
West ramp, yeah, Bravo Golf Foxtrot, 3 Sierra Yankee.
I get a good view of a jet right out your window here in just a second.
Remember that one?
Oh, lights.
You went around.
Oh, wow.
Blue Shirt 5071, follow the Skywest 4.
Under what?
Probably because of us. So it's one of those things. This is a really good example for you. This is why we don't do a lot of training out of Lexington. Because they'll come at you right there, and it can get real confusing real fast. Two, he told us he's turning us inside that jet. He told us short approach, but once again he cleared us to land, so we have priority.
Right.
And obviously we're going to do everything we can to put it in and comply, but we are pilots in command of this aircraft and the safety of this aircraft, so we're going to do everything that we need to do to maintain our safety,
Right.
and we are cleared to nothing wrong with your approach. So we entered midfield at pattern altitude. We observed no traffic. We did see the one traffic that was there when we talked to him. Entered the left downwind. So that's when things really start speeding up. So we did our gums check before we were across midfield. And as soon as we're being that touchdown point, if we're under 108 knots, we need to be at 100 knots to beam our touchdown point, which is under 108. First notch of flaps goes in, and now we start setting up probably about 13 inches on the manifold pressure. Let it just settle into that, trim for that, and it should be about a nice 500 feet descent, 500 feet per minute. We're looking for about 90 to 85 on downwind. Then when we turn our base, and once again we talked about, we never want to go 30 degrees low and slow, because you can put yourself into an accelerated stall position. But once again, so just nice easy bank turns, like 10 to 15 degrees should get us around just nice. And then we're looking for 70 to 85 on our base leg, and then coming final we should be 70 to 75. And then what happened there, you were high, you chopped the power a little bit, and you started nosing down. Well, now you're pointing yourself at the ground, you're to gain your airspeed, and then you've leveled off to slow it. But as soon as you level off, those full flaps, think about how much drag we've just created with the flaps. And so what happens then is now you've leveled off. Now our sink rate is just started going way up there. And that's why all of a sudden you were watching the lights. Well, don't watch the lights as much, watch the runway. Find that point on the runway, which I like to use 1,000 footers or the second stripe. Bring that second stripe, bring your aim point through the windshield to you. Adjust with pitch as you need to bring that through the glare shield to you, and don't worry about the lights so much. We'll get to a point where we talk more about the lights. I turned them on for myself, but that's just habit. But that's one of those things. As soon as you leveled off, you sunk right through that glide slope, and if we hadn't caught it, would have touched down probably about 200 yards short of the runway. So, and it's one of those things, as you progress and you start flying solo, you need to recognize things like that. That's when that becomes sort of a destabilized approach and just go around.